already nice. So let's hope the game is nice also. I think it's not voiced, but maybe they will voice it when it comes out with voice actors. But yeah, let's see how the demo is, I guess. Let's see if the chat is working. Now it's working. XD. Before it was not working, but yeah, now it's working. Nice. Anyway, let's listen to the nice song again before we start with the game. Hello, Zilog. Well, it's a demo actually that I wanted to try because I saw it in another stream from a game that will come out maybe soon. It's a Otome game, but it was sounding interesting, and that's why I wanted to try the demo also. Because I was hearing, I didn't saw it on the other stream full, but it seems like it's a bit like Pokemon, but you're battling with Husbando, it seems like. I mean, I don't know yet. I will try it for myself now. But yeah, it's a demo. But the music is already pretty nice. I mean, it's only a demo and the music is... Oh my god, I love the music actually. And if it's like a medieval themed game, I think I will like it actually. I mean, you can hear the song, right? So basically newcomer, but less gay. No, you're actually a woman, I think. And hey Shelly, how are you today? I hope you feel better and you're good now. Anyway, let's start and see what is happening. But like I said, I already love the song totally, to be honest. It gives me like a nice vibe. Ooh. Hear me, you who looked up in the world with deviant arrogance and as a mortal believed yourself above the divine weaving. I'm taking from you your suns and moons. No longer shall the stars shine for you. Okay, that sounds not good for us already. Yeah, if you are a woman and you are battling with husbandos, it's less gay then, right? I mean, that depends, yeah? But the twilight of a kingdom is gentle calm, like the kindest of death. For such is my benevolence and my love. Oh, look! Oh, look at it! How cute we are! Denise. The maid name is literally Denise. Lol. Denise. Princess, princess. How I pronounce this name? Eriness. Erins. Should I change maybe the name Better to Live because it's probably easier? I just let the name, but holy shit, I can't pronounce my own name then. I guess it doesn't matter, so. Maybe it does matter. Shit. Princess Eriness, wake up. Your kingdom has awakened by the goddess grace, and so must you. Everything starts with Denise's voice. The kingdom begins to fill with light, and I wake up in my bedroom, a little disoriented. Just a bit longer. As a goddess, how can you be so lazy sometimes? Yeah, I ask me this sometimes also. Come on, today is a special day. A special day? Of course, today is your 13th birthday. Had you perhaps forgotten? 13th? Holy shit, she don't look so young. Okay. She looks like 16 or 18 or older, but not like 13. Didn't I turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me. I don't think I'm... Ah, okay. She's not. What nonsense are you speaking of? Come along now. Choose one of your best dresses. His Majesty awaits. Oh, you always say that you prefer getting dressed on your own. But if you need any help... No, I'm fine. Very well. In that case, I shall take my leave and help with the preparations for tonight's banquet. It's not every day that a princess has a birthday. And don't forget to go see your father when you're ready. Alright. Peace at last. Denise has spent her life taking care of me. I hold her in very high regard, but sometimes she can be tiresome. A banquet? Ooh, the idea somehow sounds strange to me. Move around with the arrow keys. Okay. Interact with enter. This again. All my dresses seem too small for me. I must tell Denise. Why do I keep forgetting? For now, I have to leave like this. What? There's nothing inside this closet that I could wear. My 13th birthday? That makes no sense. I stopped being a child long ago. Also, I don't remember when. From here I can see most of the gardens, but barely anything beyond, except for those distant mountains. I was told that the kingdom is vastly different beyond the citadel's wall. Oh. Spot the little Chrono with his wooden sword, performing some early morning training. Holy shit, she's literally wearing nothing and can't wear anything else. I mean, that's like nothing. I think we go out then like this. Oh, lol. Wait. Oh, good morning, princess. Do you know where my father is? His Majesty is currently convening with his generals in the war room. I'm afraid he won't allow any interruptions until the meeting is over. Why don't you take a walk around the gardens in the meantime? It's such a beautiful day. I go with the last one, I think. With your permission, I shall return to my duty. You can walk faster with shift, or you just always dash on the options menu. Escape. Oh. I'm so confused now. What the fuck I need to do? Maybe I need to change my settings from the game actually. Hello, Daniel again. Ah, that's how I'm running. Interesting. Yeah, I see. Still thinking about to change the settings to the normal keybinds where I should run, but I think at the moment it's fine like this. And hey Lucy Boo Life, how are you? Happy birthday, princess. There's a lot to prepare for tonight's banquet. Where should I go first? I'm not here. Darky came back to game because of Zaku's promotion account. What? Who is Darky now? Is Lucy Boo Life Darky? You don't have the Veil account anymore. You want to have mine now. Oh. It's locked. I should have the key in my room. Okay, so we need to go back to my room. Weapons are for the soldiers only. It's forbidden for anyone else to use them inside the castle. Take the sword. I can't take the sword, I guess. I will try the spear. Zilong, don't say anything. Don't say anything. I was just kidding, man. These weapons are for the soldiers only. It's forbidden. Okay, she says the same. Yeah, and where it is? Where is the key now? It says in my room. This is my room. Maybe I could train with them. Okay. Maybe I can't open it yet. Fuck it, no key for me. Also, I'm still a bit worried about my character because she's wearing nothing. Literally, only this shirt. And no one from the maids is saying anything. Why is this Majesty convening with his generals on a day of celebration? Do you think the situation with the terrors has worsened? Just thinking about it frightens me. I've heard stories about terrors that would rob you of your sleep. Lol. Where is the fucking key? I don't know, man. I'm not surrounded by women. I'm surrounded by a man or... The king is in a meeting. I'm afraid I can't let anyone in. Okay. Errand boy. I've always wondered why we are known as the Fire King. I can't decide if it's due to our region's volcano or due to our famous forges. What do you say? Shit. Fight the guard. First fight. Yes, that must be the reason. It can't be quite scary when it erupts. True. Yeah, could be. I guess that's a love interest, this guy. He looks like it. As a goddess, Argus, what are you doing placing scientific literature in the fiction section? Argus, oh, I'm sorry, Professor. I wasn't paying due attention. Wait, so much don't wet. Yeah, that always happens to people with wet hair, I think. Good that I don't have red hair. I have blue hair. You've had your head in the clouds for the whole morning. What troubles haunt you? Professor, You saw her too, didn't you? The beautiful woman who walked alongside the king. Oh, for the goddess' sake. I should have imagined that this was a woman issue. This is no ordinary woman. Her smile was so enigmatic when she glanced at me. Who might she be? Blood. I could dedicate a whole life to studying every corner of this land. And yet, I remain ignorant of the matters concerning His Majesty and his mysterious guests. However, upon seeing the mess that she has turned you into, I may as well affirm that she's a witch. Oh no, they are British, run! Maybe. Lol. Now finish arranging those books. Best to not think about people who belong to different worlds. Worlds. Oh my god. Oh, Princess Erinys, have you by chance seen my history book? I don't know where it might have left. Looks like a philosophy. Good morning, Princess. Even if it's your birthday, today your lesson should start at the same hour. As always, be ready. Yes, Professor. I wonder if Professor Solomon is writing a new book. There's a miniature model of our castle and a map of Harmonia on the table. I only have 5 coins left for buying food. The beggar lamented, lonesome and hungry. I hope the goddess smiles upon me before the weekend. Providence decided that he would find 2 kids that evening, even skinnier and hungrier than he. So unfortunate was the situation that the beggar, moved, decided to share what little he had. He offered them 4 coins and they gave each other a surprised look, as if they had just witnessed a miracle. See, one child said to the other, I told you that the goddess would smile upon us before the weekends. My sleep paralyzed demon has British accent. Who has British accent? I've never crossed these gates. I can only imagine the world beyond. Oh, I can't go there yet. Oh wow, the music. You seem so virtuous this morning. No, I mean, happy birthday, princess. Is something the matter? No, it's not. You're a terrible liar. Did you know that? I don't mean to lie. It's just, it really is nothing. Alright. Chrono's grandmother has served my family as the oracle for 3 generations. He's been instructed since very young to become my crier, so he's still a child. So training even on a day of celebration. Of course, if I want to become a good crier for my princess, I can't neglect even a single day of training. Stau. Oh my god. He takes it really serious. Do your best. Thank you, princess. Chrono looks at his wooden sword, tighten his hold on it, his eyelids closed halfway with the weight of an uneasy sword. Princess, it is said that the terrors raise our lands grow more numerous by the day. It's rumored that there will be a war. And I fear that you might march into a battle without me, for I might be regarded a child or considered unprepared by Chrono. Thank you. Why don't you show me your progress? Wish to train with me, princess? Isn't there any other matter you should attend to first? What should I do, guys? Should I, yeah, drink again? 1 second. Dude. What should I do now? Should I begin or give it a moment? I hydrated already. So what should I do now? Finish exploring and start training? Should I make this? Give it a moment. So what should I take? I don't know, man. Finish exploring, start training. Seems like... Okay. Wait, what is happening? fight this guy now, what? How are you fighting? Talk music, dude. Executes a charging attack against the enemy that ignores a part of their defense. I can't use this. I don't have enough from it. Ow! Poke. Wow, we critted, man. Oh. Belfort, Bruno. Thank you, princess. I shall truck this hard. Oh my god. Was a mate. Princess, I bring a message from Professor Solomon. I applaud you not neglecting your training, even on a day of celebrations. But let's not forget that cultivating your mind is equally important. Well, time for my daily lessons. Well, I think we're a lot bigger than him. That's just a little boy, you know. Yeah, I think I say goodbye to him because he's not good. I shall see you later. Don't overwork yourself. Later, princess. Well, I'd like today's lessons to be a revision. Very well. Let's take a look at this map. What would you like to review now, princess? What should I take, guys? The continent of Harmonia, the Four Kingdoms, Terrors, skip time and finish lesson. Should I go with the Terrors? I mean, it's probably story related, so I should probably look for everything. The Terrors. It was approximately 50 years ago, this season, when the Three Kingdoms received very troubling news from Somnia. A small village that had peacefully lain to rest for the night had been completely decimated by a horde of monstrous finds unlike any ever seen before. No man, woman or child was spared the beast's insatiable appetite. Soon their menace extended throughout the other kingdoms, forcing them to strengthen and consolidate their armies. I have never seen a terror from this castle. They sound more a legend than reality. This castle is the safest place in the whole kingdom. We are undoubtedly privileged to live here. But terrors are very real. I can guarantee you that. Oh wait, that's different now. So this was already, I think, a decision that I made when I went with the terrors. I will just ask him about this. Have you seen any? Yes, I have, and let me tell you, it's not something you can easily forget. The professor adjusts his glasses, appearing as if he needed to distract himself from the thought. In any case, princess, you are much braver than I, stronger too, in fact. When comes the day that your father considers you ready for battle? I do not harbor any doubt that you shall be perfectly prepared to face them. I take a moment to observe the image of the monster in the book, as I have many times before. I begin to recall that gravely injured soldier at the castle's gate, his shoulder ripped and his face shaken. Father didn't want me to look, but I did. Since then, I haven't forgotten. I'm afraid that questions remain unanswered. Some believe that it was the fog from which they emerged, but we don't even know if there is a world beyond it. No foreign ships have ever been spotted. Others say that terrors crawled from the ground itself, as if our continent were sick or subject to some powerful manner of witchcraft. We cannot even ask the terrors themselves, for they lacked the capacity of speaking. Thus, the only thing which we know for certain is that we know throughout this whole kingdom. How is the girl on it? In an arm from it. Should I go for the continent now? Maybe. We live on the continent of Harmonia, of course, being named after goddess Harmonia, maker of all things. The earth we walk on, the great sea surrounding us, and every creature known and unknown to man. The oldest manuscript on record are almost 400 years old. This manuscript detail of how it was also the goddess who had split the world into 4 kingdoms. The Loretta. Thus loyal to her will, the sovereigns of each kingdom have faithfully accepted to live peacefully within the lands of which they were gracious given. The continent of Harmonia is surrounded by sea, up in which sits a thick fog, and from which no ship has ever returned. Following several fruitless attempts at crossing it, the old sovereigns concluded that outside of our lands there is simply nothing. So we are the only ones who exist in this world? That's the general consensus. The goddess created the continent, and all who dwell on it, nothing else. I don't have it every string, Seelong, sure. What do you personally believe? My only belief is that any personal conjecture regarding this matter will be lacking in basis and therefore in relevance. Yeah, exactly. Our kingdom, Cristaria, is located here, at the western end of the continent, under the rule of King Alexander the Cristaria. Our economy thrives, with our legendary fortress playing no small part in our enviable status. Furthermore, it could be said that we are also in possession of the largest army throughout the entirety of the 4 kingdoms. Nice. Thanks. Fortuna. Our most direct frontier connects us to Fortuna, also called the Kingdom of Flowers, ruled by King Midas to Fortuna. This kingdom is especially famous for producing the finest and most beautiful fabrics that can be found with the entire continent. Furthermore, its king is on very good terms with your father and has visited us on several occasions. I suppose you remember meeting Princess Megaera. Well, we got along in the end. I must confess that my first impression of her wasn't very favorable. I found her too arrogant. However, as the day went on and we got to know each other better, she seemed more appreciative type, and I understood that she wasn't a bad girl. Peace! See ya, Dino! Lol. You just sounded like a spaceman, lol. It pleases me to hear that you were young, yet you managed to throw your disagreements aside like proper princesses. Anyway, back to the lesson. The next kingdom is to be discussed is located on North Lectia, ruled by King Zephyr von Lectia. It is a strong and prosperous kingdom, one whose military power is considered almost as formidable as our own. Direct access from Wisteria, however, is delimited by an ample mountain range known collectively as the Western Shield Mountains, home to the Ashen. These mountains serve as a natural border between the two kingdoms, relegating Fortuna as the gateway kingdom between the two powers. Regardless, our two nations engage in active trade with one another. Due to a deal brokered with the neighboring Kingdom of Somonia, they conduct a vast operation of mining activities on their lands. They then sell the resulting precious metals onto us in Cristaria, metals of which are unique to the whole continent. I should also add that the Princess Alecto is receiving a arduous military training. In the future, she is expected to occupy a high position in the army. Oh, I too will lead our armies in the future, perhaps earlier than I had once thought. I don't know. Even from as far back as my earliest memories, I've been instructed, trained, and taught all there is to know about combat. I'm more than ready for battle. How hungry I am to taste that glory, the kind only ever written in storybooks, the kind only worthy of the bravest soldier. In the frigid lands to the east lies the fourth kingdom, Zominia, ruled by King Nestor is Somnia. Somnia is the region most affected by terrors, so much so that over half of it currently lays in ruins. The other half survives only thanks to Lectia's protection, in exchange for allowing them to mine Somnia's rare metals from their own lands. There's a great deal of concern about the future of this kingdom. You once told me that Somnia's princess has never left her castle, just like me. That is correct. Princess Tisiphone rarely shows herself. Due to the delicate situation that the terrors presents are inflicting upon the world, some sovereigns have decided to protect their princesses to the fullest. Somnia's more than any other. I trust you know why it is so important to protect you. At the very least, you must be aware of the incredible phenomenon that surrounded your birth. 4 princesses were born on exactly the same day at exactly the same hour. Yes, I'm aware of that, also of the fact that no queen survived the labor. There is simply no way to explain such extraordinary coincidences. other than accepting that they were the result of divine intervention. This is why it is believed that the princesses have been sent by the goddess herself. Many will affirm that you are fate to end the misfortune that devasted this land. But are we really all of what is expected from us? So far, there hasn't been any other sign. You are still young, just children in the eyes of the world. Only time shall reveal the goddess' plans and those your destiny. Time. I feel that time is somehow slipping away from me, dripping from between my fingers, no matter how tightly I try to hold on. I drown the thought out and lay my eyes back on the map strewn over the table. Very well, Princess, that will be all for today. Thank you for the lessons, Professor. Will I see you at the banquet? I show up, of course. The birthday of the four princesses is an event that concerns the whole continent. I should count myself no exception. Tomorrow we shall review the Ashen and the names of every mountain in the continent. Be prepared. I don't mean to intrude, but I have a personal request. What is it? It's about my grandmother. She said that she would like to see you today before dusk to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, so I have her permission to visit her? Yes, she's eagerly expecting you. Besides, she seems a bit stressed these days. Perhaps you could cheer her up. Understood. It shall be a true honor to visit the oracle. Thank you, Princess. Remember that my house is the one by the lake to the east. This path leads to the stables, not my favorite smell. A woman's voice could be heard from inside, warm and cracked by age. Princess, please come in. Please come closer and let these tired eyes take a good look at you. I'm sure you look beautiful today. I walk closer, thankful for the privilege of being in her presence. As an oracle and one whom has served the crown for several generations, it is her duty to live isolated away from possible interruptions. Only her grandson Chrono and my father, the king, are permitted daily contact with her. For the rest of us, it's usually forbidden. Her presence is so comforting that I regret not being able to visit her more often. It is an honor for me to be welcomed into your home, Oracle. Oh, sweet child, in such dark times, your presence brings much joy to this old woman's heart. Dark times? I don't understand. Have you perhaps seen any misfortune in your visions? I wish that I could share them with you, little one, but you know that such things are forbidden. Only the king may consult with me regarding my visions, and yet the king has grown deaf ever since that woman has come to sit by his side. I have tried to warn him, but he does not listen. He does not listen. I shall speak to him. I will let him know that he must visit you with haste. So, you are no longer much of a child now, are you? How old did you say you turned today? I smile weakly. It seems 13. Oh, but it does not seem like it all, young one. Or are you simply lying to yourself? My eyes widen further, upon hearing that, and a strange feeling nestles inside my chest. Only the blind and the foolish would believe that you are 13 years old. It would rather seem that you just reached your 20s. I stare at her with my mouth agape, speechless for a moment. I thought the same, but no one seemed to realize that I was no longer a child. I ended up thinking that somehow it was all just in my head. No one? Nonsense. I assure you that Chrono has noticed too. I saw the look in his eyes as he spoke of you. There was something fearful in them. This makes no sense. I bring a hand to my forehead and shut my eyes tight. I feel as though my head will explode if I keep thinking about this. You should rest for today, young one. You don't look well. I can't. Your visions, the banquet. What banquet? Tonight's for my birthday. I shall ask again. What banquet are you speaking of? What? I'm trying to think, but I can't remember any banquet. I don't understand. My head. Princess Erinna. Suddenly, I find myself before the corridor that leads to the great hall. I guess I spaced out. The king wishes to speak with you. You may enter. Like a puppet whose strings are being guided by unseen hands, I pass through the corridor without a sound until I eventually find myself within the great hall itself. Father is alone. Where's the woman who accompanies him this day? Oh, my head. Erinnis, my dear daughter, with every day that passes, you step further away from the sweet nectar of childhood. Look at you. You're a young woman now. Mother. I stopped being a child long ago. Time flies, Erinnis, but in the eyes of the goddess and fate, luckily, you are still a child. Now I surmise you came with questions, echoes of a whole kingdom, for rumors spread like flames. Father, the oracle is worried. She laments that you no longer hear her voice. Oh, my dear Erinnis, I have heard many things in recent days, far too many. What is happening, Father? You set a witch at your side and gathered your generals. The corridors are filled with whispers that speak of war. None is any less true than the other. I have begun preparations to declare war on Fortuna. Fortuna? Isn't the king a good friend of you? He always has been, and I shall ensure that his life is spared. But not even the strongest of friendship can suffice when something so important is at stake. Now I beg you, please do not ask further questions. You are far too young to be learning of the bitter realities of this world. But Father, Erinus, there is just one thing I need you to understand and to never forget. Father's normally firm and resolute voice seems to waver as he speaks. Everything I do is and will always be for you. The blood I spill and the betrayals I sow. Everything shall always have a single meaning and purpose, you. Even if you cannot understand my reasoning, will you be able to accept my purpose? Father, what's going on? Hear me, you who looked at the world with deviant arrogance and as a mortal believed yourself above the divine weaving. I'm taking your suns and moons, no longer shall the stars shine for you. But the twilight of a kingdom is gentle and calm, like the kindest of death. For such is my benevolence and my love. Wait. Princess, it's been a long day. My voice is weak. My eyelids have. Good night, Princess. I'm so tired that I can't even begin to think. The sheets welcome me like a mother's arms, and I just. Good night, Princess. The twilight of a kingdom is gentle, calm, like the kindest of death. And as I lay on my bed asleep, or perhaps even lifeless, I feel someone watching me. Silent and forgotten, a ghost amidst the shadows. Princess Erinus, wake up. Your kingdom has awakened by the goddess' grace, and so must you. Everything starts with Denise's voice. The kingdom. What the fuck? That's a repeating, it seems like. Convenient. I just go with good morning this time. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Princess Erinus. You're looking. I'm sure you're aware that's a very special day. Special day? Of course, today is your 13th birthday. Had you perhaps forgotten? Ha, again? Yeah. Didn't I turn 13 quite a few years ago? It's the same again. Interesting. grammar. This is the same again. It is, but I can't make a decision. Interesting. Without warning, someone grabs me from behind. Oh, hello. Oh, what? He looks good. Let me actually screen this. Lol. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what this guy wants. Do not fret, my princess. I have a message for you. What? Who the hell are you? Intruder. The only piece that doesn't fit in your perfect little world. His voice is a whisper in my ear. I can't see his face, but I can tell that he's smiling. My heart begins to race, my mind alert. I feel as though I've fallen captive to an enemy. I can't even begin to predict an intruder. Quickly, I take on one of his wrists and twist it hard, using the opportunity to immediately whip around and face him. He moves away, keeping his distance this time. Now he's looking at me with a shadowed smile, a hand over his own pain twist. Well, aren't you faced? He's thankful that I haven't called the guards yet. The stranger stands up straight. He doesn't lose his smile, as if he didn't feel. Something about his presence makes me feel extremely uneasy. You are trapped, princess. This castle is your prison. You cannot leave it, nor can you even reach tomorrow. Every day you live is merely an echo of the ones you have lived time and time again before. Every word reverberates in some corner of my soul. They sting. I can't help but feel they are somehow true. I begin to feel sick. Powerful headache overwhelms me whenever I think about it. But I don't want to stop thinking. I don't. What do you know about this castle or about me? My head, damn it. I move a hand to my forehead, taking advantage of my opportune weakness. He moves closer, though still respecting my refusal to be touched. I know everything. You do not. The close distance causes him to speak with a lower voice. How strange. No one has ever sounded like this. As I find myself looking into his eyes, I can't decide if I find them kinder or sharper. And I wish to show you it all, but it can't be here, or can it be now? Time is running out. When faced with my impatience, his smile seems to grow amused. I shall find you after today's lessons. Be patient, my princess. With that, he steps back once again, and suddenly it feels as if the world had turned upside down. Everything spins in front of my eyes, everything. My bedroom, my castle, my gardens, my squire, my teacher, my father. I feel myself falling for what seems like an eternity, until a pair of strong arms catch me. Princess, are you alright? Yes, I'm alright. If you're certain. Yes, don't worry, you may return to your post. My pulse is still racing, but I must go on, as if nothing had happened. She wants now that I talk with her grandmother, like it was before. We will do this, but I will just try to make a bit different. Only the one with the child I didn't make different, so. And please, my character really needs different clothes. She's just looking really naked. Oh well, I went the wrong way. Did you stream today, Sadia, by the way, or you didn't? Are you streaming later, maybe? Oh, wait, it's something happening again. That didn't happen before. Oh my god, what is happening? There he is. Such a magnificent castle. The air carries the scent of childhood, free from worry and concern. Don't you agree? Who? Oh. Have you forgotten about me so soon, princess? After such magical encounter this morning? How? I wince as I feel a sudden pain inside my head. My eyes forced to a close, invisible knives were relentlessly driven into my skull. When I eventually open my eyes once more, his face starts seeming familiar. I remember you. I promised that I returned for you, and here I am. This damn headache again, clouding my judgment. I've got a bad feeling about this. I want answers. Start by telling me who you are. My name is Seneca, and I'm but a humble messenger who managed to sneak into your castle. With a lot of difficulty, I met at messenger of whom? Of the person who can break the curse that waits upon your kingdom. That is, if you are willing to take the necessary step forward. My kingdom? Curse? Oof. I clench my teeth. I don't understand. Whenever I try to think about it, my head. Why do I suddenly have such a heavy feeling in my heart? You're trapped here, princess, a prisoner in your own realm. So long as you remain here, you'll be unable to see or think clearly. But just from speaking of such things, have I already inflicted an inevitable pain upon you? The more I say now, the more you will suffer and the less you will understand. And so, you suddenly prefer condemning me to ignorance? My voice raised in anger, as if that could somehow take this anguish away. He, however, remains calm. Come with me. Seneca holds out his hands towards the princess. Come inside my realm, where my mistress awaits. She can lift the veil clouding your mind and alleviate your pain. Just for tonight, hear the truth from her lips. Or resign yourself to the everlasting circle, to living and reliving your 13th birthday time and time again in ignorant bliss. Oh my god, that will decide so much. What does he know? I think... Well, he looks nice, so I trust him. He also has nearly my hair color, so that's also a good reason to trust him. Oh my god, stop, but who cares? I trust you. Perhaps I should be more cautious. Perhaps I should doubt him more than I do. But something feels wrong within me. It has felt that way for an eternity, up until today, up until I heard his voice. Now I feel so close to touching that elusive truth, so close. If it turns out to be true that my kingdom is cursed, then Father, Denise, Chrono, everyone could be. I'm Costaria's princess, and my kingdom means everything to me. So I take his hand in acceptance. His glove feels cold, like the last time. He smiles and folds his finger around mine, his voice lowered from the closeness, softer, more intimate. Are you afraid? Yeah. Never. Oh, nice. I watched him laugh as if he didn't believe me. I simply found my response funny. Taking offense, my frown only deepens further. Apologize. I just find your vigor quite curious. I must let you know that the outside world is dangerous, as you have been told. You will need a weapon before we depart. Hurry up. I shall be waiting near the main gate. Understood. I will find a weapon. Oh, and just one more thing. You had forgotten all about me earlier, and it's likely you'll do so again if you are not careful. So keep repeating my name. Try not to forget. Alright. Okay, we need... do we still go to the woman? Yeah, we... I'm sorry, Oraka, but I want this... Okay. Guards there, I won't be able to steal any of the training weapons without looking suspicious. I have to search elsewhere. Seneca. Shit, did I forget where was the room with the weapon? Seneca, Seneca. Alright, I got a weapon. Now to find Seneca near the main gates. I would like to get another dress, man. Shit. Princess, why are you carrying such a weapon through the corridors? It's forbidden. Oh, doesn't the training square over some weapons up? The soldiers are currently training, so there weren't any weapons left for me to take. I see. Please excuse me, Princess. But this is quite unusual, so understand that I must inform your father about that. What is her problem? I can't let her get my father involved. He'd never let me leave this castle. I'm not giving up on this weapon. I should try it again. So I got sent back actually, because I failed this, I think. XD. Explain something to me, mate. Do you believe that your princess owes you any kind of explanation about what she did? Oh, of course not. Then go back to your duties, or I will have to inform my father that the maid is overstepping her boundaries. Yes, princess, I'm sorry. Well, that did the trick. Oh my god, they are all asking me now why I have a weapon. Princess, may I ask about the weapon you are carrying? You know the king's law. Only he and the royal guard are permitted to carry them inside the castle. Oh my god, the last one. The garden. You may watch as I leave to the front door for reassurance if you must. I see. In that case, I beg for you not to bring it inside the castle again. You must follow the king's law. It shall not happen again. Well, that did the trick. Wait, did I go the... No, I don't go the right way. Lol. Oh, there he is. weapon. Excellent. Now, don't just drag it behind you like a misbehaving child. You don't know how to use one of those, don't you? Wait, I used this now? But how I go back? Did I let it in use? It's so confusing. Use Greatsword. I see that you're ready. Let's go then. Let's go to some... Oh well, we have him at the party now. Nice. Nice. That's not good. Before the main gate stand several soldiers barring our passage. But why? Had someone raised the alarm? Princess Erinys, you know better than anyone that it is forbidden to cross the gate. Open them. It's an order. I'm afraid that won't be possible. This is a direct order from the king himself. There's no higher authority than my father, not even I could disobey. Princess, I beg you to step away from this intruder and return to the castle for your own safety. The guards are gripping their weapons with determination. They won't let us pass. Okay, I will fight them. We two fight them. The tension in the air is so thick that it could be cut with a knife. I meet the uninvited stars with deviant eyes as the unthinkable starts taking shape in my mind. I hear father's voice, a memory I don't quite remember, an uncertain past, a forgotten future. My lips repeat his words in the form of a whisper. Everything I do is and always be for you. Almost without releasing, my hand slides slowly towards my sword hilt. Then with a rapid movement, I adopt an offensive position. Just how far I'm willing to go. Princess. The guards react with alarm as they brace their weapons, ready for the possible battle in spite of their indelible shock. I shall cross those gates, no matter what it takes. Let's go! Fuck, what did I do with the boy now? I didn't see it. Shit. Oh, nice, he hits everything with the ice. That's cool. The overbearing silence that follows drowns out everything but the sound of my own painting as my thoughts spiral wildly in the tempestuous sea of Lunax. The air has turned ice cold. Who had to guess that you have it in you to raise a sword against your own subject? Seneka's voice pulls me out of my trance, and it's then when I realize that my lower soldiers lie all around me, unconscious and wounded by my hand. I need to cross this gate. They gave me no choice. Regardless, I didn't kill anyone. They'll recover. Ha ha ha. You sure do know what you want, don't you? Our manner of thinking isn't so different after all. Sometimes we must be willing to do the unthinkable to fulfill our goals. Take a look now. I raise my eyes to the gates to find them wide open. Beyond them, I discern a forest wrapped in night's shadows. The image is so daunting that it takes my breath away. So, this is the world beyond my castle. This is the end of childhood, princess. Oh, that looks so nice. Holy shit. Where are we headed? Keep moving forward. We should soon come across an old cottage hidden away in the woods. A black bird. Was it a crow? Seems like it. Why do you ask? I've never seen a real one before. A small shackle slips free of the neck. You remind me of a little cub who just dared to venture out of its den. I never had the chance to set foot beyond the castle wall. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Lantern Lockhart. In a small clearing of the forest, I find the statue of a woman on her knees. She looks as if she's kneeling to pray. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh. How strange. This doesn't seem to be an altar to the goddess. Who might she be? Whoever it may be a statue of. She's a very beautiful woman, wouldn't you agree? Yes, she is. It's a bit unsettling. Oh, I'm fine, Lockhart. I just try the demo from this game to check how it is, and actually I like it. I don't actually know how many characters you can get there, or if the decisions matter a lot, which people you get around your character, but I will see, I guess. But as you can see, I got it Seneca. I think he looks pretty nice, but yeah, it's probably also the hair color that I like him. And I think the main character, Erinus, also looks pretty nice. Okay. What the fuck? Is he going into your house, Black? It depends, I guess. I will see. Could be. I don't know yet. I didn't saw the others. Holy shit, this sound so off in the distance, an unexpected sight sends a chill down my spine. A twisted, loathsome beast is gorging itself on someone's entrails. The sickening sounds of the tearing of flesh and wet smacking of the creature's jaws remind me of a feast that were once held at the castle. My eyes are vanished wide as the name slips past my trembling lips. Terrors. That's right. Don't just offer your innards up to it for desert like that poor woman over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm collecting husbandas actually. The beast raises its piercing eyes towards us. It looks delirious, as if possessed by some sort of wicked primal impulse. Quickly, I stand to defend myself and steady my breathing in a bit to clear my mind. Let's go, that's a fight. Mate, it looks like there are two of them. Let's see if this guy... He is a mage, so I think the most damage I make with magic with him, but let's see how much he makes with normal attack. lot of them. Ow, you fucking bitch. Why I have, like, what is this face that he has now? Oh, he can't attack then. It's like a fear. Holy shit, no, he died. What? Oh my god, I don't know. But he leveled also up, so maybe it's not full dead. Shit. Painting. Are you alright, Prince? Let's continue. My words escape as a growl, a tired order. I can't taste bile on my tongue, but I swallowed my nauseous and fear boss. And even if I don't really want to look at what remains of that woman, I force myself to do so before leaving. Oh my god, I need to heal somehow. Let's check item. I don't know if I get another... I can't heal anything at the moment, which is a problem, I guess, if I meet another thing. I mean, he's alive again, but... Holy shit, man, I can't fight anything. I never seen an expression like the one on her face. I mean, I can't fight this. Can run away, okay. I mean, I can level probably in this thing, but I need to heal somehow. I need the place where we can heal. Is this the place? My mistress is waiting in. This is. Okay. This is nothing but an illusion, princess. Soon you shall realize that here you are able to think clearly for good or for bad. In front of us, there's a woman of outstanding beauty. Her voice is calm and her smile elevates him. She seems familiar. Thank you for guiding Rosany. Mistress, allow me to welcome you, Princess Erinys. I'm Sils, the one many call a witch. The witch brings the back of her hand to her lips, making little effort to hide an amused smile. Impatient and impulsive, just like your father, the king. Albeit you have much more to explain yourself. I must warn you that reality can be extremely cruel if you lack the courage. For a moment, her smile seems satisfied. I shall start by revealing the reason behind your every nonchalant behavior. It finds explanation in a fact you do not seem fully aware of. We are not in the real world, but in a dream. I feel a lump in my throat upon hearing that. Scenes and images flashed in my head as I began reliving various moments, unable to wish were true and wish not. Seven years ago, the king of Krystaria decided to defy the goddess by declaring war on the neighboring kingdom of Fortuna. His plan was to capture and execute Princess Megara, possessor of divine blood. This would have been the very first war written in the continent's history, and also the first time that a king dared to rebel against the goddess' plan. However, just as war seemed imminent, the unthinkable happened. The day of your 13th birthday, right before dusk fell upon the land, the goddess descended from the heavens. She filled every last corner of your kingdom with her presence and announced to all the punishment for Krystaria's arrogance and disobedience. Your innocent child and blood of her blood were merely put to sleep for the goddess to keep under her control. You have been immersed in a pleasant dream ever since, while your body kept growing as the year passed. The rest were prey to a terrible curse. From the king to the very last vassal, everyone witnesses how their skin lost its warmth to be transformed into stone. Now, an endless amount of statues fill every corner of your kingdom with nothing but silence. Holy shit. No, this can't try to keep my cool. Why should father want to start a war? I don't understand. It is then when I fix my gaze up on her. What kind of poison tales did you whisper in the king's ear? The same kind of which you came looking for yourself, princess. The truth. I did warn you. The truth can be devastating. But I'm afraid I lack the luxury time to offer every answer which you require. Soon night shall fall in your field. And like every day, you will inevitably wake up in your room with no recollection of any of this. You must make a decision before that happens here and now. You have my attention. There is a way to free your people of the yoke. The path ahead is most assuredly full of thorns, but in you I discern a strong soul, that of true servants ought not have come here otherwise. I do anything to save my kingdom. I knew you would say something like that. Words truly worthy of a princess. In that case, please look towards the table behind you. There is something I left there which you shall read in this envelope. A dagger. Its name is Soulbreak. If you want to save him, you must kill the goddess wizard. Kill the goddess, the mother of all creation. Such blasphemous words should feel like a rain to my ears, and yet they seem to find a nest in my. This is a goddess that Crystallia has worshipped for centuries, only to have their faith and service bid on in return. Ungrateful mother, I can't help but curse her from the depths of my heart. So you say it is possible to kill the goddess with a dagger? Not exactly, for not even a soulbreaker can achieve such a feat on its own. It requires circumstancing. The first of which has already presented itself, an opulent moment. The goddess has fallen into a deep slumber after spending the remnants of her power, inflicting the curse up to the entire kingdom. She is weaker than ever, and this is why we must act now, before she recovers and wakes up. How will I even reach the goddess? No one has ever crossed the heaven's door into her relief. You shall know when the moment comes. Before that, you must dedicate your efforts to preparing the Soulbreaker. This will be your Truman. I glance at the dagger between my fingers. Prepared? How? Oh, holy shit, she looks good. And then, okay, it's time for a screen, I guess. Yep, I think that's a very pretty art. We must plunge it deep into the hearts of the other princesses. Nourish it with their blood, their love living within. Heal it with the souls born from the goddess. Do that, and you shall be in possession of the most powerful weapon ever created. Capable of killing the goddess herself. That she's weakened. To save my kingdom, I have to murder the other princesses. Oh. I have no problem with this, holy shit. I mean, I don't know them, so. And I will save my kingdom, so. I have no problem with this. The lives of those princesses mean nothing to me. My whole kingdom is worth the sacrifice. I've never taken a life before, but for as long as I've had a memory, I've been instructed to do it. When the moment comes, my hand must not tremble. Well, I'm Crystaria's princess. I will never turn my back on my people. The blood of those princesses can save them. I'm more than willing to spill it. The witch's smile doesn't hide her satisfaction. Spoken like a true sovereign. Now tell me how I can awaken from this spell. You must die. What? My expression immediately turns up and here and that. My eyes widen with realization, and my lips part without offering a voice to follow. When the princess Eranis from the dream dies, the dream shall die with her. Only then will your eyes open in reality. Seneca will be waiting with the Soulbreaker at the capital of Fortuna. My eyes drag down towards the reflection up in the dagger. The girl within trembles, causing me to grip it more tightly, as so to deny my feet. Dying? This could all just be some elaborate lie, I know, but isn't my kingdom boss any sort of sacrifice? Wait, why I can't save here? That's so bad. Oh my god, I can't save here. Okay, let's go then, I think. Aesthetic gleam overwhelms me as much as my reflection on the blade. My own eyes look back at me as if I were an enemy. This is the first sacrifice for my father, for my kingdom. Ay, 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 ay. Oh god. The twilight of a kingdom is not gentle, or it's calm. The twilight of a kingdom is tempered, cruel, and merciless. It is sword, axe, and hammer, pain, cries, and devastating wounds. It is one bitter heart aside of another that has withered. Death is not kind, and if it intended to be so, I'd refuse it. For I swear that never again shall you take from me the frenzied madness that life should always be. Oh, there we are again. The first breeze of life reaches my ears violently and abrupt awake. My heart races uncontrollably as I instinctively bring a hand to my chest, resting it up in the imaginary wound of a dagger. I'm alive. The witch didn't lie. I remain motionless for what seems like the longest time. I'm in my bedroom, but it doesn't seem familiar. It's then when I realize that I'm surrounded by flowers on my bed, as if it were a grave, not one wizard. I feel so tired and sleepy, and my body feels so heavy. My body feels heavy, requiring great effort to merely lift myself to my feet. When my feet finally touch the floor, my knees begin to shake. Feeling of immense loneliness overwhelms me. It's dark and extremely silent. Well, this turns scary now. Denise, is that you? No longer will you come to wake me up every morning. No longer will I see your smile. I bring you back to life, I promise. A pendant, did it belong to this? I may need this. So much silence. It's locked from inside. Did Professor Solomon lock himself inside this room back when everything happened? Father. Father, it's me. I don't know if you can hear me underneath the shell of stone, but I promise I do everything in my power to save and avenge our kingdom. I will be worthy. Determination swells in the prince's breast, up and offering her pledge, almost as if her father had somehow heard her and offered what little strange trunk he had left to give. Oh, that gave me a tech pop. Oh, what the fuck? Hello, Silent Lotus. How are you? Goodbye, father. The game actually fits to you, to be honest. The game name is The Silent Kingdom. The doors to the throne room are locked. Turns out it's a horror game now. I mean, I don't know, but... The main doors appear to be blocked from the other side, and try as might, right now I lack the strength to force them. I must find another way out. A balcony, perhaps? I feel so alone. I can't descend while carrying this sword, it's too heavy. For now I throw it down and hope for the best. I begin climbing down carefully. My body feels clumsy and weak. Even for a task like this, simply moving has never felt so difficult. I only make it halfway down before I finally slip, my arms simply lacking the strength to hold on to the vine any longer. Ah! My startled scream preceded a violent impact against the ground. Oh, holy. I feel numb. Whether I had broken a bone or not, I can't tell. But I lack the strength to stand upright. I simply curl up against myself. I'm alone. Alone in a world with no voices and faces. I lost the sound of my own sobbing, and for what feels like forever, it's all I can hear throughout the cold night. I try to muffle it the best I can. Suddenly, a threatening deep and gorgeous rope pulls me back to reality. Alarmed, I push myself up from the ground until I'm sitting upright. An enormous black beast towers over me, up in its 2 legs. Its prism eyes pierce my soul. I can't find my sword, but even with it, I'm certain I'd lack the strength to so much as stand up before this beast pounced on me. What if this is another dream? What if I wake up again? Perhaps death will be a new beginning. Yet my instincts scream at me to run away, to fall if necessary. I don't want to die, to be devoured like some piece of meat. It can't end like this. Don't touch her. Guys, is this Chrono now? When he's older? It could be actually. I don't even have time to think before a stranger places himself between the terror and I, standing tall and firm with his shield raised eventually. His eyes shine with a violent glow, as if he were out of time. The warrior wastes no time striking the beast's mouth with his shield and stabbing deep with his sword, tearing its entrails in brutal, merciless movement. The hyper shriek of the terror echoes into the night, like the faint melody of a living nightmare. It's enough to make my blood run cold. Finally, the monster crashes down towards the floor with a violent thud, ultimately fated to drown in its own blood. However, I can't help but find myself staring up at the stranger's back, fixated, as his body toils beneath the weight of his own heavy breathing. I don't know him, and yet... Princess. Within his indigo eyes, I feel as though I saw a blue sky, a faraway, gentle, and yet somehow familiar sky. My lips curl into a very weak smile. It seems that I had witnessed a ghost, and yet, even if only for the briefest of moments, through its presence I felt at home again. My eyes draw to a close. I might be falling, but I feel... Chrono, come and eat something. The princess won't disappear if you stop looking at her for a moment. Forgive me, grandmother, but I don't have any appetite. That's a youth, always driven by passion, never otherwise. She will return to us, no longer do I sense any curse upon her. Grandmother, do you think that the princess awakening might be a sign that the kingdom is recovering? I lament to be the one taking such hope away from you, but I'm afraid that the goddess' punishment remains well rooted in this hand. It must be something else. Someone must have awakened the princess for good or for bad. Who? Well, why don't we just ask her now that she's waking up? My eyes really begin to open, and soon enough I notice that something is out of place. For as long as I can remember, the first sight that had always greeted me upon awakening was my bedroom, so where I know. Princess, oh how deeply I had feared that I would never see you again, in what little remains of my life. A voice. Familiar voice, almost as if nothing had changed. Oracle. Suddenly I recognize this place, but I can't make any sense of this. Am I dreaming again? Perhaps overwhelmed by the grief of knowing that I'm truly alone in this world. My dear child, it is you who has brought such unimaginable happiness to this old woman. But this isn't possible, is it? The whole kingdom was Only the two of us could avoid the curse. It's a true tragedy. I immediately pay attention to the other survivor, the young man who saved me from the terror. There's something in his eyes, something that makes me... I knew it, isn't to be honest. I mean, the hair looks nearly the same. It has been a while, but you were always much younger than me. You were just a kid. I have always been just a year younger than you, Princess. I have lived inside a dream for so long. Now I'm having difficulty distinguishing reality from what was experienced only inside my head. You should know that Chrono has been protecting the castle against terrors and bandits ever since that day. Truth be told, bandits rarely step inside these lands for fear of being cursed. You have demonstrated true and unparalleled commitment to my house in our hour of need. Truly, I could never ask for a greater squire. Thank you, Princess. He's changed so much. There's something familiar about him, and yet, at the same time, there isn't. I wonder how much remains of the energetic and shy little kid who so unabashedly trained in the gardens all these years. I still can't believe that I'm truly awake. It's becoming difficult to distinguish dream from reality. Just a moment ago, I thought I was completely alone in the world, and now, for some reason, you both are here by my side. I fear that this may all be too good to be true. Believe it to be true, Princess, for even in these dark days, there is always a reason. I'm the goddess Oracle because I partook of her fruit. Part of her essence runs through my veins, purifying my soul. This is why I possess the power to repeal her reign. I did all that I could to keep Chrono safe, until the goddess' light faded from the sky and nothing but the black night remained. The Oracle closes her eyes in sorrow. It must be a very painful memory for her. And while all this happened, I was dreaming of bright days and celebrations. My gaze falls low up in the sheets as I become prey to my own guilt, anger, and impotence. Oracle, Chrono. I raise my head towards them. If I've ever harbored any doubts about the past, I must walk. They are well and truly gone now. I'm here to break the curse and free our kingdom. You aim to kill the god. I realize that what I just told you could be deemed the most unforgivable form of blasphemy, but it's been a long time since the goddess had ceased being our guardian and instead become our executor. The goddess' punishment has been terrible. In such dark hours, only a fool would fail to understand how such anger might be overwhelmed. However, in spite of everything that has happened, she is still the guardian of the known world. None can tell what will become of the land and our very souls without her. Earlier, you confessed that your visions have weakened. In coincidence is what the witch said, does it not? That the goddess fell into a deep slumber and now her presence is barely felt. Heaven thus, sun and moon keep turning, even in her absence. My child, you speak of matters unknown to you. Not even I, as close to the goddess as I am, know all of the details. You might do well to remember that it was the truth spoken by a witch that ultimately resulted in the fall of an entire kingdom. Back then, your father refused to listen. That woman had him between her claws, filling his ears with fateful whispers. And now she's doing the same with you. She's leaving you deaf and blind with rage. I fear that Crystaria's downfall may not suffice for her. I have awakened thanks to her, and her words are undeniable. Our kingdom is cursed. If only now there is a chance to save Crystaria, then no matter what it costs, we owe it to her intervention. Oh, my child, you speak with passion, but also as someone who feels they're having nothing left to lose. As if the world has already ended for you, and nothing but your sorrow and hatred remain. I'm sorry for disappointing you, Oracle. Truly, I am. But simply accepting the death sentence visited up in my kingdom is not an option for me. This is not what I was born for. If you are so kind and defining fate, at least allow this poor old woman to ask you one last question. You are about to spill innocent blood and sink the world into the depths of chaos. What feeling stirs in your heart knowing that? You must not forget that the reason for which I am prepared to kill is the kingdom whose fate rests up on my shoulder. Compared to that, the rest of the world means nothing to me. Besides, I harbor no doubts that in my position, the other princesses would feel the exact same. The oracle nods gloomily. But I can promise you from the bottom of my heart that the first drop of blood that I'm willing to spill for this kingdom is my own. The path you walk will be full of thorns. I shall pray for your soul not to stray along the way. Chrono remained silent, not offering a single word on the matter. I can't tell what must be going through his mind, and I'm beginning to feel very sleepy for some reason. My eyelids begin to close, and I'm forced to shake my head just to stay awake. You should rest. There is still a long night ahead. I have been resting for 7 years. I don't understand why I feel so sleepy. You are unused to being awake. You will likely experience periods of deep sleep for a while, until you get used to it. I give you some more medicine. It will help you recover faster, but you must try to gather your strength for tomorrow. Yes, you're right. She offers a weak smile before I turn to leave for bed. Holy shit, man. What the fuck? Okay. I open my eyes abruptly. My heart is pounding. It's still night. The darkness unsettles me. I'm unused to it. Am I awake? Suddenly, the fear that I may be somewhere else overwhelms me. What if the Oracle and Chrono have disappeared? Ah, the Oracle. I notice her sleeping in the bed next to me, and a sense of relief washes over me. Looking at her face as she sleeps makes me feel more at ease. At least I know that she is still here and this wasn't a dream. On the other hand, I haven't seen Chrono yet. silence that fills the air is tormenting me. I wonder if death will be smiler. The frigid air greets my skin with a pinch as I step outside. It was a strange thing to accept that Wistaria had become so. I finally spot Chrono. He's lying on the grass, close to the lake. Is he asleep? Eyes are closed, and his posture is completely relaxed. He looks peaceful. It still feels strange when I think about he's the same kid I knew from the dream. I find myself drawn to his company and carefully sit down alongside him, raising my knees up and wrapping my arms around them warmly. My eyes get lost in the quiet stillness of the lake. At this hour, the water looks like a dark, bottomless well. Nothing is as I remembered. You couldn't sleep either. I'm sorry. Did I wake you up? No. Oh, holy shit, the music. Hey, you didn't come to sleep out here because I was occupying your bed, did you? No, I perceive a slight blush in his cheeks. He breathes out discreetly. I was just thinking. You were very quiet earlier. I would like to know of what you think. Inside, I'm filled with fear. I wouldn't like to leave tomorrow knowing that I've disappointed him too. Do you think I'm a monster, Chrono? He stares at me with a mixture of surprise and silence, as if his next thought didn't want to come to light. Then he returns his gaze to the sky, always with that same glint of melancholy behind his eyes. I admire you, Princess. Astonished, I feel my gaze softening up in hearing that. It is true that I have always admired you since when we were young, but hearing you talk today about spilling your own blood for the kingdom and with such fierce conviction. Chrono empties his chest with a slow sigh. You are willing to walk a path that not many others would have the courage to take for the good of your people. As a crier, I cannot help but to feel very fortunate to serve you. Hearing those words, a strange feeling begins to stir deep within my chest. I turn my gaze forward again to that black abyss posing as a lake. My feet move idly on the grass, one against the other. Can't imagine how relieving it is to hear that, Chrono. Yet, at the same time, I'm surprised. You know, as well as your grandmother, that making an attempt on the goddess life is a crime unlike any ever imagined. If this is a crime, then I will help you perpetrate it. I greet his declaration with wide eyes as I turn to look at him again, stunned. To hear that, to me, to my ears, it sounded like... I feel that Chrono understands me, that I'm not alone. It's almost as if a part of those days is still with me. Am I that afraid? My eyes search once more within the blackness of the lake. A smile, small and bitter, is drawn across my lips. You are brave, Chrono, or perhaps just as reckless as I. And I feel selfish for admiring that I would gladly accept your company on the path that lies ahead. However, words lodge themselves heavily in my throat. I leave them there to die under the joke of silence. Princess, could you try lying down for a moment? I can't hide my bewilderment as I look toward him, his gaze still fixated on the sky above. So puzzled I oblige and mimic him regardless. I lie down with my back on the grass, and it's only then when I can't help but let out a breeze of amazement. I had been so focused on the lake that I hadn't paid attention to how beautiful the stars looked. When was the last time I truly saw them? I think it was many, many years ago, together with Chrono, just like this. Those days didn't hurt. We may remain like this for a while, lying side by side in silence, watching the stars shimmer from this pocket of calm, lost within invisible kingdom. This presence brings me comfort, and the breeze is gentle, and my eyelids are only getting heavier. Who would have guessed that even in the depths of darkness I would still find something so where I am. The mattress that nestles warmly against my still body feels familiar, but the air carries a scent I haven't breathed in a long time, just like one that might have greeted me from the gardens in the past. And I feel such joy and such sorrow. It's overwhelming. Oh goddess, is this you? I managed to open my eyes. How was your awakening, princess? He whispers warmly with a sweet voice, a serpent whose words treacherously slither their way into her dreams. Now, you know how much truth there was in my mistress' words. Reality cuts deeper than 1,000 words. I cannot move. It's as if I lacked not only a body but a voice too. Oh, so you are not alone. Oh, what the fuck? So, Crystaria's oracle is alive. How fortunate that she survived. Must have been quite a relief for you. The stranger looks at me intently, aware of my presence for a moment. He's all that I can see and perceive. Goddess of mine, mother of creation, I beg of you to open your eyes. For shadows spread while you sleep. Well, I will stop here and will, I think, play it this next day again. It's quite long for a demo if you think about it. I'm nearly playing this for nearly 3 hours now, and it's just a demo, which is also a bit nice to be honest, because that means that the game itself will be a lot longer also. So thank you guys for watching. I will for sure play next day again this game to see what is happening and which way we go. But for now I stop here, and yeah, I wish you a great night, and we see each other next day. Sleep well, sweet dreams, or a nice day, it depends what time you have, and I'm out now.